Massive day for the unemployed. WestJet just finished on Tectone's bald head.
Massive day for the unemployed. The jail toad files just dropped. Got a bunch of people talking about this, including lawyers who wear suits like Legal Mindset.
Legal Mindset. Okay.
We got the kettle calling the pot black.
What?
I know who you are.
Do you?
You're an evil rapist.
You know me well.
What? That's wild.
Takes one to know one.
What?
Anyway, Tectone got booted off his agency despite them initiating this several months ago, and the civil court finds that there's reasonable grounds to believe that the respondent committed SA as well as stalking. Tectone hit with a 10-year protective order in X's sexual assault case. The Travis County ruling requires Tectone, real name John Robertson, to stay 200 yards away from Pink Shoe.
Oh, that's Tectone's real name? Okay.
Give up firearms, delete her photos or videos, avoid all contact, and pay her 15 bans and legal fees. It runs until January 23rd. The judge found reasonable grounds under civil law's lower evidence standard, with no criminal charges filed yet, despite evidence sent to prosecutors. Basically, he can't own guns for 10 years.
They're all mags. Stop saying clips. You look...
Bro, Moist Critical owned Sneeko here. Ooh.
Here.
Still don't know who Tectone is? He's a former Genshin Impact content creator.
It's actually so crazy, bro. Like, if this doesn't get you to... Tectone got me to start believing in myself, bro. Tectone, I'm not gonna say he's the main reason I'm doing YouTube, but nigga, when you look at Tectone's oldest videos, it's just freaking Genshin content. That's how he started on YouTube. He was an old man who just loved Genshin gacha games, and that was it. It started from his passion of doing that. And now he's known as this mainstream, big, huge streamer, bro. Like, you can start from anywhere, guys. I'm telling y'all.
Who lost all of his hair
It's
due to
fucking
stress.
wild.
Oh, and he's also 42 years old. Now,
Damn.
This isn't a criminal case. This was done in a civil trial. So apparently, from what I hear, I'm not a lawyer, obviously. I'm a figure. But the standard of evidence in a civil case is much lower. In criminal cases, it's evidence beyond a reasonable
Oh, yeah. I learned about this shit in school.
doubt.
Yeah.
And in civil cases, you know, it's a balance.
I don't think I've heard balance of probabilities. Isn't it like, so criminal cases beyond a reasonable doubt, but isn't for civil, it's like, dang, I don't even remember.
Of probabilities, meaning more likely than not, 50%. Testimony alone can be sufficient in civil court if the judge finds it credible, consistent, and more believable than the defense's version. So labeling Tectone a is still inaccurate. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and conceal my bias. I want Tectone to be innocent. I like the guy. I don't want him to be a but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and carry water for Tectone and the girl with information I don't have, calling her a liar and stuff like that. Anyway, Tectone said...
Plus, WestJet and Tectone got a whole beef going on.
Guys, real quick, let me correct some that I see being said about me. I wasn't convicted of a crime. I wasn't involved in a criminal proceeding. No, I'm not going to jail or facing any criminal punishment. Guys, this was a civil hearing with a significant...
Yeah, it's literally civil. It's not criminal, it's civil.
Significantly lower standard of proof than a criminal proceeding. Also, Tectone's biggest hater, Mizkif, chimed in, and also completely unrelated, but that's a pretty cool sweatshirt.
Told you guys that I was going to be getting the transcripts. Daddy's got the transcripts. Okay? I'm going to preface this before we go over this transcript and let you guys know something. I am not biased in this at all. Stop the cap.
225 pages of documents. Come on, bruh. You literally got a Lakari notepad talking about how much Tectone hates.
Lakari notepad is wild.
But also, I don't really think discrediting Mizkif does anything to help Tectone. Unblock me from Twitter, man. I'm a big fan.
And it's a protective order based on as well as stalking and harassment.
I'm sure Tectone would agree here, but he is kind of he was spurking out a little too hard on Twitter and on his stream.
And then you have filings and accusations coming from this, mainly from a drop by Mizkif, who is clearly trying to put information out there that leads people away from...
What is this? What is this bait?
From his own case at this point.
32-year-old bald male.
Tectone has his own mental health stuff. We'll see is his consistent threats on social media, wherein he has told his audience of over 1 million subscribers he suffers from schizophrenia. He has delusions at least once a month and they're not controlled. Well, okay. So he's allowed to tell his audience about his mental health condition if that's something that's out there and that's relevant, right?
This is a 7-hour court hearing, and obviously I can't go through all of it in my YouTube video, as well as I can't even fit that into Chat GPT to put it into Fortnite terms. So I'm not playing judge, jury, nor executioner, but I will go over some of the stuff that went pretty viral. And you know,
it's Filthy Frank, motherfucker. It's Filthy Frank, bitch.
By the way, remember, he was also accused of having a micro, right?
I'm gonna let you know something, Chad. There are some signs today that show he has a mic.
I mean, he did build his whole following off Genshin Impact. I feel kind of bad for the dudes with small who just caught a stray. Like, bruh, it feels like society treats them worse, man.
Who can relate?
Well, I mean, society does actually treat them worse.
I've also got confidential polygraph results.
Dude, this is actually Saul Goodman.
So he did a polygraph test. He gave consent for it.
No way.
He's under a doctor's care for low T and anxiety.
Low testosterone and Genshin Impact like white on rice.
Did you ever put your in Pink's mouth without her consent? No. Did you ever put your in her without her consent? No. You ever have sexual contact with Pink without her consent? No. Polygraph examination. No deception indicated.
I'm not an expert, and I genuinely don't know how effective polygraphs are, but it is interesting how Legal Mindset even got this confidential file in the first place. He has me blocked on every account, but can y'all post this under Tectone's latest tweet and please ask him if he's jealous? Thank you, showing that she can own a gun.
What?
Miskiff also claims that Tectone brought up Hassan shocking his dog in court, which is pretty funny.
Bro, the internet was so mad at Hassan, bro.
Anyway, the defendant, Pingshu, accuses Legal Mindset of doxing her family in Tectone case. She accused YouTuber Legal Mindset of doxing her by streaming leaked, unredacted court drafts marked unofficial, sparking a county investigation and forcing her to plan a relocation for safety.
Guys, once again, if I'm going to disclose my bias, and I do have a bias here, I like Tectone.
And again, this isn't my hill to die on, but I will point out some hypocrisies and things I found interesting in the case. Yeah, so if I can explain on that, when all these things came out, I lost a pretty large chunk of my audience, and content creators kind of have to pivot what they're doing to other topics once they lose access to a demographic. So originally, I never covered anything political or talking about, you know, white privilege. But yeah, I would say my content definitely had to find a new route on how to be successful online.
Okay, I mean, that is fair, to be honest. I get what Tectone's talking about. I mean, the truth is things change. Like, people don't even worship, like, real celebrities that much anymore. All you're seeing is, like, you know, this streamer shit, Kaisenat, Speed, Jinxie, XQC, all these people.
Just said Genshin Impact was and he was tired of being a loser. Although it is kind of based how he just admitted in court that he's a grifter. Anyway, after this, a lot of his former anime colleagues cut ties and wrote out some pretty long manifestos.
You're going to hear Judge that he would demean her by having her write and here on her face before he made her perform. Once again, what you're into in the bedroom is between you and your partner, right? If you're into some kinky stuff between you and your partner, as long as they consent to it, it's fine. But
they're not even claiming this wasn't consensual. So to me, because this is a civil case, they're almost trying to paint him in a way, if you know what I mean.
He never actually engaged in traditional intercourse. It was only he received blowjobs. There was never any reciprocation. So they're literally making a case that because he didn't have sex with her, this is abuse.
What?
Right? So I just want to make it clear here that there's an argument here that really the problem is they didn't they ask you specifically, have you been sexually victimized in any way? Not sexually, but sexually victimized in any way. And your answer on July 24th was, and I presume this was no.
Bro, why are the files redacted? We got Jeffrey up in this. So what I gather here is that she changed her mind.
Oh no, that's wild. That is a wild reference, WestJet.
Didn't understand until she got out of this relationship how bad it was. And this is
I can't lie. WestJet may be a little racist, but honestly, he is a comedy genius, bro. Like, I can't lie. Like, his content's just entertaining, honestly.
Kind of the thing that, you know, I see in a lot of the cases where we get claims filed a year, 2 years, 3 years later. We saw this in the Khan case, in the Princeton case. where you have a person that does not think they were that knows everything was consensual, but then they have a friend, perhaps a very activist friend, who convinces them that they were SA.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Because they weren't, because of their perspective and their prerogative on this, right?
A lot of this is conflicting testimony and interpretation, where most of it's sort of
he basically just said feminist.
Adds on the judge. Again, not a proven criminal finding. I don't even have to defend Tectone. Like, at the end of the day, this is testimony. Anyway, Mizkif. Bro admitted to most of the things he's accused of, and he's trying to say that it's just a civil court case to diminish the reality of what happened. Tectone didn't just go to civil court. They found what he did was so bad that if he kept the videos in his phone, he would be criminally charged. You don't just get a restraining order. You don't just get a protective order, especially one for 10 years in Texas where you cannot hold a gun or firearm in procession. Tectone's previous wife of 10 years had accusations of him as well, but he had her sign an
Oh, shoot. I didn't even know Tectone had a wife of 10 years previously. That's
NDA to shut her up. I've had over a...
I really hope Tectone isn't on this type of timing, bro. Like, honestly, because he's like a pretty entertaining streamer. I really... Tectone, don't go this way, man.
Dozen women come forward to me thanking me for speaking about Tectone and his actions to women for decades. Don't believe anything he says. No shot I believe a woman came to you to thank you, let alone multiple women.
Question. You asked him to do, when you first broke up, what did you actually ask him to do with regards to the videos? Answer. I asked him multiple times in multiple circumstances, please delete any footage you have of me because I know some of it was non-consensual. He would make collages of my videos and things like that, and it was disturbing. So he essentially was making a spank bang, right? He was making a spank bang. Are you concerned about what he'll do if he has those? Yes. What are your concerns? He'll post them online publicly, continue to share them with more people, as he stated. Possibly, I just don't want that. I don't think anyone wants that. Has he threatened you with putting those out? Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Guys who do this shit are just so weird, bro. I can't lie. Like, this shit, it's just weird, man. I don't know what to say, bro. Like, it's weird.
If he really did that, if Tectone really did that, that's
I hope he didn't do that.
I don't think
bro.
keeping videos of your ex-partner on your phone is a good thing, you know, even if they were recorded with consent. If one side wants to, you know, get those videos deleted, just out of respect, you should probably
WSJet
do that. And even if you don't respect your partner, why would you want to goon to your ex anyway? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, like what?
Weird.
There was, I could say, maybe 2 or 3 times where he asked and then it got to the point where he didn't ask. Well, okay, but that's presumptive consent. So if you're allowing somebody to do that, that's typically presumptive consent, right? If you've done that before, it's like, this is the consent.
Better to be safe than sorry and ask every time you do something like that. Be like, yo, can I record this real quick?
Okay, would it surprise?
But like, why record in the first place? Like, it's crazy how humans just have this ability to take anything and just put a negative skew onto it, bro. Like, this was not God's intention.
You, if the investigation was suspended, I suspended it. You suspended it? Yes. And so it was your request to suspend the investigation. So once again, we're seeing the criminal investigation was dropped here. Due to all the threats and harassment, I couldn't do it. The officer was requesting for my safety. But you proceed with the filing of a protective order. Yes. And hopefully after the protective order, if I feel safe and comfortable enough, I will probably most likely reopen the case. So she's trying to say she's going to reopen the criminal case.
And since the burden of proof does lie on the accuser, it'll be interesting to see if she actually does reopen the case because she did indeed get that protective order. Mizkif tells a creepy story about Tectone and Emaru and says it's been in his back.
Oh, wait, Mizkif, you're going demon mode. Oh, I'm going full demon mode. It's demon mode time, eh? Okay.
Pocket for a year.
I'm going to tell you a story right now that I've had in my back pocket for a year. And I want you guys to hear it.
Bro, you're a weirdo too, Mizkif. We didn't forget what Amir said about you.
This is alleged. Tectone one time went to Emmy's house when her parents were there. And allegedly, Tectone went to her parents' house, sat down while she wasn't there, and told them that he thinks that he would be a great boyfriend for her and that he should date her. Her parents thought that she was dating Tectone.
I mean, hey, low key, better than, hey, Mizkif, better than you and Amir, low key. Like, Tectone and Amir way better than you and Amir. Wait, actually, how old is Amir? Never mind. Never mind. I think Amir was too young. My bad.
I mean, that's unrelated to the case, but I thought it was funny. And again,
forget I said that, guys.
and we shouldn't pre-convict Tectone of a crime, but at the same time, we should still listen to and understand.
Wait, well, how old is Mizkif actually? Honestly, I don't know any of these streamers' ages. So Tectone's 39. Honestly, Tectone kind of looks younger than Mizkif. And if Mizkif's, well, whatever.
Pink Chew's position as well. I
Whatever.
can take her seriously without declaring Tectone as guilty. Also, is a criminal charge only. You cannot be guilty of in a civil case.
Yeah,
He'd
obviously.
genuinely be in jail if he was a
Man, these 3D bitches. On God, I'm sticking with my 2D
The way of a Genshin gamer.
Genshin Impact baddies from now on. I'm straight up goon maxing.
massive day for
What? Maxing is crazy. But hey, it looks like Tectone didn't do anything super bad. It is a civil case, so honestly, hey, I'm not gonna call him. Okay, my goat. My goat is still fine. I wouldn't really say he's my goat streamer though, but whatever. He's one of the few streamers I actually like watching. But yeah, seems like this case isn't really super serious. He should be fine.